Okay, I want to do a quick video on why everybody should have their eyes read once in a while. You know, we don't really use it to diagnose anything. Number one, I don't believe in diseases. I think they're all just about obstructions of the lymphatic system in the body, causing stagnation, which then leads to acidosis, and acids destroy cells. So that's what we're talking about here. So iridology really will show you the level of acidosis in the body and how bad it's destroying tissues in the body and where that is at. And that's simply all we're trying to do here. We're just trying to see the level of what I call interstitial lymphatic constipation. In other words, you got a backed up sewer system. And where's it backing up? So, you know, what we do is we look at some key things in the eye first. And one, of course, is right around the pupil here. This is your stomach and bowels. Now, this is where a lot of people have a lot of problems. As Arnold Ehret said, the great healer said, you know, death begins in the colon. And I completely agree. We got to clean that up. And all this yellow and brownish stuff, the yellow is sulfur, which is a sign of candida, which is a fungus that runs rampant in the body. And all this brownish discoloration is all just stagnant lymph that needs to be cleaned out. So this is really key here. This little ropey line here that kind of zigzags around, this is the bowel wall. This can show you how much mucus is in that bowel wall. When we get mucus in the bowel wall, that blocks the absorption of nutrition into the body from the food, and it also traps acids, which destroy the bowel tissues, which leads to all kinds of fun things that they have a lot of big names for, like irritable bowel syndrome and Crohn's disease and all these things. It's nothing but acids destroying the bowel tissues. So iridology is really great for spotting that. If you just read eyes and just looked around the pupil of the eye, you would do people just such a great service, and you can learn this. You've just learned it, actually. So there you go. So that's a big thing. Another thing, of course, that we really focus on is the kidneys and the adrenal glands. And I have a map here, and the kidneys and adrenals are down here at about let's call it about 5:30, 6 o'clock, right? And so basically we can see that there is these sort of, they look like saucer-shaped things. They're called lacunas. This is a sign of deterioration. Okay, now this could have been here for a long time. It could have been genetic, but it's been there a while. So this is a weakness in this area. So we'd want to inform this person they got to really work on their kidneys and adrenals. And guess what? Most of us have to do that anyways. This is sort of the, I see this in 99% of the people. I can't even remember the last time I saw a person that didn't have kidney and adrenal weakness. This eye particularly has some problems, so we want to go after that. And that's done through herbs and through getting on a high fruit diet to get the cleansing power of the fruit and the boost of the herbs to get in there and clean out those kidneys and perk up those adrenal glands. Okay, so you just, that was the big two, the GI tract and the kidneys and adrenals. That's huge, okay? Now, there is a huge link between the colon. This is, of course, up here at the top of the head. This is the transverse colon. There's a huge link between that and the brain and the head. Okay, so all the things going up on the head, the brain power, your balance, your thinking power, your five senses, your hearing, touch, taste, sight, all those things, all connected up in here. If your colon is backed up, it starts sending acids and toxins up into the head. There's a direct link there, and you start to get brain fog and go down. Okay, so super important to see what's going on in the head. We can see a nice sort of lesion in this area here. Let's call up our map. That right there is in the speech and acquired mental area. Okay, so we could look up on our charts on what that's all about. So that's a particular issue there. I particularly like to look in this region here, just outside the bowel wall. This is your pituitary and your pineal gland. The pituitary and the pineal are really, really clogged up with a lot of toxins and some sulfur and candida. The pituitary gland controls all of your endocrine glands, so I really like to look in this area. This person needs to really detox in that area. And then we can look at some of the deeper lesions here, like right in here. I believe this might be the testes and ovaries. So if this is a woman, that's your ovary. If it's a male, it's your testes. So there's some weakness in there too. All right. These are gigantic lacunas here. These are in the lungs, okay, and then up in the neck and shoulder area. All right. And lots going on over here, a lot of toxicity, a lot of small lacunas clustered in that area. That's the thyroid and the parathyroid. Thyroid controls, of course, the whole metabolism of the body. The parathyroid controls the calcium utilization for the structure of the body. That's your bones, your skin, your hair. It also makes, calcium is a wonderful antacid. So if the parathyroid is not making enough calcium, you can be more acidic. So this person needs to know about this and clean this out. So we would bring extra herbal power, healing power into these weak areas. This is why this is so important to see these eyes. So we have herbs that can actually go in and target these certain areas and clean this out. That's the beauty of this. Overall detoxification will bring everything down at the same time, which is wonderful. But we need the specifics of the herbs to come in and target some of the deeper areas. That's why iridology is so important. It's so simple, and it's just such a great thing to get read. This line on the outside, this sort of darkness on the outside, is a skin ring. That shows that the skin is blocked. Skin is the third kidney. That needs to be cleaned out and stimulated with some herbs and some physical things to get that skin helping filter toxins and acids out of the body. Okay? And we also see a little bit of fuzziness on the outside here. This could be cholesterol, the cholesterol ring. Okay, so one of the things, if the body cannot fight acids on its own, in other words, if you have too acidic of a diet and your body can't keep up, it uses cholesterol to fight acids. High cholesterol is really, really related to acidosis in the body. But I could go on and on, but eyes are so important for us to see these kinds of things. I suggest you all get your eyes read, and by someone who knows how to do this in regards to the lymph system, okay? This is key. All right, so thank you very much for listening, and good luck.